So picture this. I am dating a guy, and for the fourth or fifth date, he invites me over to his place to cook me a homemade dinner. So I show up and I ask to use the bathroom. So I go into the bathroom. As I'm going to pee, I see in the toilet seat a gigantic skid mark. And I go to wash my hands and I go to dry them with the hand towel. There is no hand towel. Needless to say, I got the ick. I was out of there quick. And that is partially what inspired today's video of gross things in your home that you may not notice, but other people certainly do. Number one, the thing that is going to smack someone in the face right when they walk in the door is the smell. It's either an aroma or an odor. You get to decide. And what a lot of people don't realize is that you can become nose blind to your own environment. And this did happen to me. I will admit, my mom came over, this was like a year ago, and she goes, Brittany, I hate to tell you, but your house smells like cat. I was horrified. I'm like, what are you talking about? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Needless to say, since that moment, I've been hyper aware and if not bordering on paranoid that my house smells clean and fresh. Like I want someone to walk in and be like, am I in a luxury hotel? Am I on vacation? Not, is that cat piss? Few quick tips. Open the windows whenever, wherever possible. Nothing beats fresh circulating air. Now, what I don't want you to do is start blasting your house away with Febreze, okay? Febreze is toxic. If you didn't get the memo, I've talked about this many times on my channel. And also it's kind of like putting perfume on a pig. Like it's not going to clear the smell. So of course, find the source and make sure there's a good amount of baking soda. So if it's a trash can, put baking soda at the bottom of your trash can. I now do this in my cat's litter boxes. I did invest in automatic litter boxes. And this particular litter, if you have a cat, this litter, no smell. The other thing I will say, I am a much bigger fan of a diffuser than candles. Most candles are toxic, not all, some of them are better, but I find that a diffuser gives more of a natural, warm, inviting scent versus candles, which can sometimes smell synthetic, and you can pick the vibe. There's actually, I discovered there's this brand and they make diffuser scents that are inspired by high-end hotels. So it's not just the Santal that I've talked about for 10 years now. They have for different hotels. So I ordered a little sampler pack. Pro tip, put it near the door. Put it right near the entryway so they walk in and what smacks them in the face is luxury. Also, if you don't have air purifiers, that is another thing that really can take things up to the next level. They are better made now where they're less expensive and they're not as loud. And next, number two, appropriately numbered, the bathroom. This is the big one because almost every guest who comes into your home at some point will go into the bathroom and they will be in there alone and they'll be sitting there and they have time to look around and notice things. Now, of course, the toilet bowl, they're going to lift up the lid and you don't want them to be greeted with an unpleasant surprise as I was. And not just the toilet bowl, okay? The base of the toilet. Because if there is a man in the house, you know he's missing and he might even be getting the wall. So just do a wipe down on the outside, get your little toilet brush, do just a quick little sweep will do ya. And if you want to get fancy, what I do sometimes, the Pink Stuff brand makes this foaming pink toilet bowl cleaner and it gives them a nice surprise. They open the toilet seat and they're like, wow, I'm at a pink foam party. Like, this is fun. I get to pee on them. Next, for the love of God, please make sure you have a closed lid trash can. If you want to be extra fancy, get the automatic trash can, but it will open for them so they don't have to touch anything. That's even extra bonus point. Make sure there is ample toilet paper available. The sink, a quick wipe down. I just keep these disinfecting wipes in the bathroom. So you can do a 1 minute, 30-second little wipe down of not just the interior of the sink, but the handles. Make sure you don't have a gross sink handle. And then this one is so important that I'm almost going to make it its own point. And that is the hand towel. Because a lot of times in the guest bathroom, people either have a decorative hand towel or they kind of forget about it. And I can't even tell you how many times I've gone to someone's house and they have a crusty old hand towel. This is such a big one for me that I'm a fan of having multiple hand towels, a larger one hanging there and then a fresh hand towel. Always make sure that it's fresh, it's fluffy, it's not crusty, dusty. Number 4 is clutter in general. Just as we become nose blind to our space, we certainly become clutter blind. We're used to the stuff everywhere. But when you walk into someone else's home, it's either going to feel clean and fresh and inviting, or it might feel a bit hoarder adjacent. It might make you feel claustrophobic. Mom, I'm not talking about you, but I'm definitely not talking about you. What I recommend here, walk into your home from the entryway, snap a picture, wide angle picture, then go to the sitting space wherever you're going to be with your guests, take a picture there, and also glance over at your kitchen, take a picture there. Those are the 3 prime clutter spots that your guests will see. Compare that picture and go on Pinterest and look at pictures of kitchen, entryway, whatever it may be. And just that visual contrast might make things stand out that you may want to relocate, donate, move, otherwise discard. This next one I'm so guilty of, and if you have kids, you may be too, and that is light switches. In my case, somehow got some random kid stickers on the light switches. It's just, it's one of those things you should regularly clean and disinfect anyway, because we're obviously touching those. And if they're really grimy and you can't just easily wipe it off, you can use a magic eraser and that will take care of it. There was a video I did a while ago with a pro tip. If you have a label maker, you can add labels to the light switches, not just for the people in your home, but for your guests. Like, that is a little extra thing that they'll be impressed. Next up is the trash can area. This is another area that almost always your guests will use or encounter at some point. And a lot of times the area can be kind of gross, right? So not just the trash can itself, which again, baking soda at the bottom. I always like to empty the main kitchen trash before I have guests over. And then the extra thing here to pay attention to is the handle and the around. Next up is the kitchen handles and appliances. So the fridge handle specifically, if that has like fingerprints all on it, just you notice it. You might not notice it in your own home, but I definitely notice if I'm at someone else's house. So just again, quick wipe down. And your microwave handle or button area, cobwebs. Tell me why I have so many cobwebs in all of the corners and high up windows. I have this little gadget. I have a gadget for everything. It is an extendable cleaning gadget. So it's as easy as extend, do a little twirl, get the cobwebs off, and you're good for another 3 to 5 years. Again, this is just me calling myself out. Pet hair. I have 3 long-haired white cats. So there is hair everywhere. In my case, look, this is just the price I have to pay. So the chom, boom, instant, it's gone. There's no better way to remove pet hair from furniture, in my opinion. I've tried a lot of different things and I am somewhat of an authority on this. And then I like to do a mop vac if I can, because not only are we vacuuming it up, but getting a little sparkle, and it takes the same amount of time. Last but not least for this video, because look, people aren't going to notice everything. You don't have to have a spotless home. These are just the things you might overlook that other people will definitely notice. This one, dirty walls. And I'm going to add in here stairs. The bottom part of my stairs, I looked at it the other day. I'm like, oh, there's dirt. There's visible dirt on there. It's just something I never really thought to clean. I do have a wall cleaner and I stand by my wall cleaner. And I've been made fun of for this, but I've got light walls and they get very dirty. But you don't need a wall cleaner. You could just use your regular all-purpose cleaner. And if there's art work on the walls, in that case, you might want to use a magic eraser, sponge, or you might have to paint over it, just depending on the degree of art. Even though this may seem like a lot, you can actually do a quick check and wipe down of these areas in under 10 minutes before guests arrive. And I made a quick checklist. I'm going to put it down in the description box. You can copy and paste it, save this video, refer back to make sure you are hitting all of the hot spots before anyone comes over. So basically the goal is that they don't even notice the home. They just feel warm welcome and good vibes and not skid marks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.